In this video, I'm going to show you guys how to wire up the headlight, tail light, turn signals on your new e-bike. Okay, so the first thing we're going to start with is our 72 volt battery, or whatever size you have. Mike Jolly and I just happen to be working with a 72 volt. And then from there, we have a step down converter. It takes it down to 12 volts. Step down. Both of these devices here, they each have a ground off of them, and then they also have a positive for the 72 volts. And what you want to do, best practice 9 times out of 10, is put a fuse in line just to save your devices. Fuse. So we put an inline fuse in there. Now we got our 72 volts going into our step down converter. Coming out of our step down converter, we have again a 12 volt line, and this side here has a ground as well. So what we're going to do now is, let's just say we've got a headlight that we want to wire up. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to run our 12 volts through a relay, so that way we get all the power going to our headlight. So on our relay, we've got our 2 triggers, and then we have our power that passes through the relay on those 2. So what we want to do is we want to go from your headlight switch, just headlight switch. You're going to have 2 wires coming out of it. You're going to want to run that 12 volts again through a fuse. Come in, go in on one wire, and it doesn't matter, it's just a contact closure. So when you pull that brake lever or whatever, it's just essentially touching the 2 wires together inside the handle. So run 12 volts in, and we run 12 volts out, and we hit one of the 2 legs on the side. Okay. As the diagram goes, this one is, we got 86, we got 85, we got 87, and we got 30. And this is your typical 12 volt relay. So we're coming in on 86. We're going to take 85 off of here, and we're going to go just to ground. Then off of our 12 volt feed, we're going to come through another fuse, and we're going to hit this leg here, 30. Then you're going to take 87. 87 will come out, and it'll go to your badass headlight, and it'll come in here, and then this other side will go out to ground. And that's your basic headlight circuit. If you want to do something for, say, a turn signal or your brake light, they don't need the relay to get the added power to make it brighter, because that little light that I've seen all the guys using, it's a little oval light that's got the left and right, and then a brake light and a running light kind of all in one. Those ones we can eliminate the 12 volt relay situation out of there, and that would look something like this. Get this cleaned up a little bit here. Okay, so again, we have our handlebar switch, and depending on which one you're hooking up, you're gonna go in again, through a fuse, go into the switch, and then come out of the switch, and then you'll hit your tail light, and you'll hit it on whatever appropriate wire there is, because there's like brake light, running light, left and right, and then a ground, so you got 5 wires all together. So obviously run this one to ground, and on these bikes, I'm just using ground as your basic electrical symbols here, but you're gonna want to tie the grounds together, so you're gonna have to run probably a circuit, a wire for your ground, and not you. I mean, you might be able to use the chassis, but I personally wouldn't. think it would look kind of ugly. If you can hide the wires good, then you can hide your ground good. And you won't have to worry about any sort of ground issues later on because it's all just hardwired up. And so once you come out of your switch, and then you just hit your appropriate wire from the switch at the handlebar, and you're pretty much good to go. So this looks a little messy, but it's actually pretty simple. Mike and I had his all torn apart in his kitchen. Thank his wife for letting us use this space. And yeah, we got it all wired up externally, made sure everything worked. And then we ran some wires through the frame. You know, we're trying to make it look all clean. And then some of these devices, like our step-down converter, we've got a little relay, or little fuse pack that has like 4 fuses built into it, I believe. And the relay for the headlight. All that stuff's we're gonna mount it up inside the neck area of the Yasmo. I think his is an IN9 or maybe an IN10. I'm not sure exactly, but anyway, up in the front, behind the key, up all in that area there is enough room that I believe that we can take and we can super glue magnets to these devices, and then we can stick them to the inside of the little frame area there, and it'll be serviceable because we can take and just pop it off and get to whatever we need to if we ever need to. So I hope this is helpful. Let me know down below what you guys think, if I missed anything, or if you guys got any ideas. Let's put it all out there, and let's make this community better, right? Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.